Oh, welcome in everybody as it is Thursday night. So we have some American Legion baseball with the Wisconsin Rapids Rangers with a record of 4-1 taking on the Stevens Point Sixers with a record of 6-4. Sixers are coached by Bob Opiola and the Rangers are coached by Court Halber. Again, Sixers at 6-4 here in this Legion baseball season, and the Rangers at 4-1. We'll quickly go through the lineups for each squad. We'll start with the Stevens Point Sixers. Leading off for the Sixers is Bennett Klish. He's out in center field tonight. At number 2 in the order, it's Isaac Seakosh. Seakosh is catching tonight for the Sixers. Number 3 in the order, it's Isaiah Christensen, designated hitter tonight. 4th in the order, it's left fielder Cade Konzel. At 5th in the order, it's right fielder Ben Racek. At number 6 in the order, it is first baseman Evan Tuskowski. At the 7th spot, it is third baseman Colby Hintz. At the 8th spot, it's Nolan Thalaker. He's at second base tonight. And at the 9 spot, it's Gavin Shabilsky. And Shabilsky at shortstop tonight. And pitching for the Sixers is Caden Mayak. And now for the Rangers, leading off is Austin Juneman. Juneman out in left field. At the number 2 spot, it's center fielder Ryan Searing. At the 3 spot, it's pitcher Tyler Byer. And at the 4 spot, it is shortstop Caden Sengbush. At number 5, it is second baseman Jake Whipfley. At the 6th spot, it's first baseman Jacob Dekarski. At the 7th spot, it's third baseman Ashton Potter. And at the 8th spot, catcher Zach Novak. And at the 9th spot, it is right fielder Cole Laddick. Again, as we finish out the lineups here at Witter Field in Wisconsin Rapids, my name is Cale Jacoby on the call, alongside Steve Maves doing the production tonight. As this game is brought to you live on the Zaleski Sports Broadcast Network. And these two teams will also play this weekend on Saturday in this Wisconsin Rapids Invitational. Again, head coaches for both teams, it's Bob Opiola for the Stevens Point Sixers and Court Halber for the Wisconsin Rapids Rangers. Now we will have the national anthem. I'll take a quick break from the mic, but we'll keep it here and have the national anthem.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. You're up to sing it next, right, Steve? Oh, no.
Welcome back, everyone, as the national anthem has concluded. And it'll be the Rangers out in the outfield to start off. and it'll be the Stevens Point Sixers up to bat here first to start this one off. As leading off for the Sixers is going to be Bennett Klisch. Again, Bennett Klisch out in center field tonight for the Sixers. Again, the Sixers coming in at 6-4 here this season, and the Wisconsin Rapids Rangers coming in at 4-1. Again, these teams will play again Saturday during this Wisconsin Rapids Invitational. As the Rangers continue to get loose out in the outfield. So it'll be Bennett Klisch leading off, Isaac Sikash at the 2 spot, and Isaiah Christensen at the 3 to lead off for the Sixers here tonight. This looks like we're getting ready to get underway here at Witter Field in Wisconsin Rapids, Wisconsin. As the final ball is thrown in. And pitching tonight for the Rangers is Tyler Beyer. It's Rapids wearing the blue and red uniforms, and the Sixers with the white uniforms with the navy blue sleeves. This is Bennett Klisch leading off. Pitch 1 on the way. That one is good for strike 1. That one swung, hit over to third base. Throw over to first is in time for out number 1. So Klisch grounds out on the first at-bat of the day. And that brings up Isaac Sikash. Sikash catching tonight for Stevens Point. Sikash donning the number 3. Sikash, the right-handed batter. Again, it's Beyer on the mound for Wisconsin Rapids. Pitch on the way. That one low but called strike. 0-1 the count to Sikash. So 1 out, nobody on to Sikash. That one inside for ball 1. Evens up the count at 1-1. So 1-1 count. Pitch on the way, and that one low and outside for ball 2. As Zach Novak not quite able to stop the ball there. No harm with no runners on the bases. Pitch on the way. That one swung on, popped out into right field in foul territory, and foul for strike 2. It evens up the count at 2-2 to Sikash. Sikash will face the 2-2 count. No runners on, 1 out here in the top of the first. Score 0-0. As Sikash calls time, steps back in to the box, and Beyer on the pitch. That one swung on, hit over to third again. Throw over to first is in time for out number 2. So back-to-back ground outs over to third for the Sixers. That'll bring up Isaiah Christensen. Christensen, the designated hitter tonight for the Sixers.
Number 24, Isaiah Christensen.
Christensen, the right-handed batter. Pitch on the way. That one is strike 1. So 0-1 the count to Christensen. Pitch on the way. That one swung on, fouled off and out of play in right field territory, and it's quickly 0-2 to Christensen. Again, it's Tyler Byer on the mound. He pitches that one inside. Looks like Christensen checks his swing. He does. Christensen checks his swing just in time, and that's ball one. 1-2 the count. Christensen swing and a miss for out number 3. Christensen strikes out swinging, and it's 3 up and 3 down to start the top of the first for the Sixers. We'll take a quick break and be right back with the bottom of the first right after this here on Zaleski Sports.
Citizens State Bank of Loyal is your independently owned community bank with locations just a short drive or walk from where you work and live. Citizens State Bank of Loyal invites you to a banking relationship that will always put you first. Personal, business, and agricultural services provided by people that live just across town and around the corner. At Citizens State Bank of Loyal, we pride ourselves in our involvement in the communities we serve. See us today in Neillsville, Marshfield, Spencer, Granton, and Loyal. Citizens State Bank of Loyal, an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Get a jump start on college or speed up your degree with a transferable class from Mid-State Technical College this summer. There are 130 classes to choose from, online or in person, taught by instructors who are experts in their field. Get info on the Mid-State Technical College summer classes at mstc.edu.
Welcome back, everyone, as we get set to start the bottom of the first inning. Still zeros on the scoreboard as the Stevens Point Sixers go 3 up and 3 down, as the Wisconsin Rapids Rangers will look to put some runs on the board here early on in the first for the Rangers. And pitching for the Stevens Point Sixers is Caden Mayick. And leading off for the Rangers will be Austin Juneman, number 20. He's out in left field tonight. As last ball is thrown in, and we get set to start here in the bottom of the first inning. So again, it'll be Austin Juneman leading off for Wisconsin Rapids. And first pitch from Mack is on the way, and it'll be strike one. Oh, 0-1 the count. Pitch on the way. That one swung on, grounded over to short, and the ball bobbled, and the throw will not be in time, as it was Gavin Shabilski not quite able to get a handle on the ball over there at shortstop. And Juneman will reach first on the air.
Center fielder, number 16, Ryan Searing.
That'll bring up number 2 in the order, center fielder Ryan Searing, wearing number 16. And the check throw over to first as Juneman in time back to first base. And another check throw over there to first base. Juneman safe once again. It's Mack on the wind and the pitch. That one high for ball 1 to Suring. So 1-0 the count to Ryan Suring. That one is strike one, evens up the count at 1-1. Suring will face the 1-1 count. Runner at first and no outs here in the bottom of the first. Pitch on the way. That one swung on, grounded to Mack at the mound, and that'll be a double play for the Sixers as they get Judeman out heading to second and Suring out at first.
Rangers pitcher, number 22, Tyler.
It's the 1-4-3 double play for the Sixers, so it's 2 outs here as that brings up Tyler Byer, pitcher for the Rangers. Pitch 1 is a strike to Byer. Pitch on the way. That one hits Byer in the elbow. That one did not look like it felt good. So it looked like it hit Byer right in the elbow. So Byer will take his base. So he's hit by a pitch. It looks like we'll have a pinch runner for Byer.
The runner at first for the
And that'll be Carson Gunderson,
Gunderson.
pinch running for Byer. And that brings up number 4 in the order, shortstop Caden Sengbush. So runner at first and 2 outs for Sengbush. And the pitch from Mayak. Nope, he checks over at first. And Byer is there in time. And pitch from Mayak on the way. And that's ball 1 as Sengbush thought about swing. Holds back as it's called a strike. So 0-1 the count. As that was a strike to Sengbush. As runner stealing second. Good throw, and he is out at second. So that is 3 outs, and that is the end of the first inning as they get Byer trying to steal second base for out number 3, and the score is 0-0 after 1. We'll take a quick break and be right back with the second right after this here on Zaleski Sports.
If you have a fear of overpaying, you have FOOP. But don't worry, switch to US Cellular and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G, plus no activation fees. So you can stream, capture, and post without FOOP. Switch and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G at US Cellular. Choose fair.
Northside Computers is Marshfield's U.S. Cellular store. Visit us on South Central Avenue in Marshfield for the latest Samsung, Apple, personal cellular devices, tablets, and more. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted Best Pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. With popular choices like broccoli, bacon, cheese, drunken chicken, or any of the 25 specialty pizzas, Scotty's is ready to earn your vote now at 715-384-8118. Choose Scotty's for pizza, chicken, subs, sandwiches, and more. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118.
Welcome back, everybody, as we get set to start the top of the second inning. As the bottom of the first ended with a nice throw over to second from Isaac Seakosh of the Sixers to get Byer out trying to steal second base. It'll be the Sixers up to bat here in the top of the second. And leading off for the Sixers is left fielder Cade Conzel. Conzel wearing 13 as pitch 1 is a strike to Conzel. Byer on the pitch. And that one swung and hit out into deep center field, and it'll be caught out in center field by Ryan Suring. So out number 1 as Conzel flies out to center field. And that'll bring up number 5 in the order, right fielder Ben Rachek.
Number 8, Racek.
Pitch on the way. That one just outside, but called strike. So it just hit the left side of the strike zone there. And that one is strike number 2. So quickly 0-2 the count to Racek. Bayer has not had any problems throwing strikes here to start this one, as that one is shot out into the gap into left field, and it'll fall as Racek's going to go for second, and he will be out at second base as the throw was made in time from left field by Austin Juneman, as it looked like Racek was going to be there at second, but a nice throw there from Juneman to get him out. They're trying to head to second base.
First baseman, number 18, Evan.
So 2 up and 2 down. Two up and 2 down here in the top of the second for the Sixers, and that brings up Evan Tuskowski, the first baseman. And count quickly 2-0 to Tuskowski. Tuskowski, the lefty, as he swings and fouls that one back for strike 1. So 2 outs and nobody on to Tuskowski. Pitch from Bayer on the way. That one inside for ball 3. So 3-1 the count now to Evan Tuskowski. That one outside for ball 4. Just as we said, Bayer was having no problems throwing strikes. Walks a batter. That's typically how that goes. As that brings up number 7 in the order, Kobe Hintz. And he grounds that one right to Bayer, and he'll be out at first base. So Kobe Hintz with the ground out for out number 3. As we go scoreless in the top of the second, it's 0-0 heading into the bottom of the second inning. We'll take a quick break and be right back with the bottom of the second right after this here on Zaleski Sports.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Welcome back, everybody, as we get set to start the bottom of the second inning. As in the top of the second, the Sixers went 2 up and 2 down, and then Evan Tuskowski was walked, and Kobe Hintz grounded out to finish out the inning with the third out.
111 innings with Edmonton, guy gave up 70 runs, 71 of which were earned runs. How does that strange statistic happen in
As
professional
leading
baseball?
off
To solve this baseball mystery, we'll give you
for the Rangers here will be Caden Sengbush. As Sengbush was up to bat last inning, but Bayer was caught stealing second for out number 3. So Sengbush will get another opportunity here. It's again really a big factor in the top of the second was the throw from Juneman over from left field to get Ben Racek out at second when it looked like he had a surefire double. But it's Sengbush up to bat now for the Rangers, and pitch 1 is a strike to Sengbush. It's 0-1 the count. It's Mayak on the mound, the pitch, and a swing and a miss. A big swing and a miss from Sengbush there. as the count now runs 0-2. Mayak on the wind and the pitch, and another big swing and a miss from Sengbush as he strikes out swinging on 3 pitches for out number 1. And that brings up number 5 in the order, second baseman Jake Whipfley.
Jake Whipfley.
Whipfley wearing the number 11 for the Rangers. Pitch from Mayak on the way. That one just hits the outside corner for strike 1. It's 0 on the count, 1 out, and nobody on to Whipfley. And that one way inside as Whipfley hops out of the way, and that's ball 1. So 1-1 the count now to Jake Whipfley. And that one outside and off the glove of Isaac Sikosh behind the plate for ball number 2. So 2-1 the count. And that one swung on, hit hard down the third base line, and it gets by the third baseman for at least a single, and Whipfley will hold up at first. So Whipfley with the hit, the base hit. So this is the first hit of the day for the Rangers.
First baseman, number 27, Jacob Dekarski.
That'll bring up number 6 in the order, first baseman Jacob Dekarski. Pitch 1 is strike 1 to Dekarski. Dekarski wearing the number 27. Runner at first and 1 out. 0-1 the count to Dekarski. Now the check over to first. And Whipfley is safe at first. Back to Mayak on the mound. Sets to pitch. Pitches, and that is strike number 2. 0-2 the count quickly to Jacob Dekarski. 0-2 the count, runner at first. 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning. Throw over to first is not in time. Was close over there at first base. But Whipfley just in time, safe at first base. 0-2 the count to Dekarski. And that one is way outside as Whipfley will easily be able to take second. And that's ball 1. So 1-2 the count, with a runner now in scoring position for the Rangers. Pitch from Mayak on the way. That one high for ball 2. The count evens up at 2-2 to Dekarski. As Mayak with a throw over to second, and that gets by the second baseman, and Whipfley's going to have third base. And that one gets by the third baseman as he gets in the way of the baseline, but that's going to be a run for the Rangers. So on a couple errant throws, both from Mayak and the outfield of Stevens Point, that'll result in a Rangers run as Whipfley steals all the way home. There's a couple of errors on that sequence to send Whipfley all the way home for run number 1 here. And that's strike 3 to Dekarski, who strikes out. Strikes out looking does Jacob Dekarski for out number 2. That brings up at number 7 in the order, third baseman Ashton Potter. Pitch from Mayak on the way. That one outside for ball 1. Pitch 2 on the way. That one swung on and fouled back into the netting for strike 1. The count evens up at 1-1.
Actually, he called interference, didn't he? Art. The umpire called interference because the third baseman ran into the runner. I think that's what took place. And there's still an error there.
That one popped up in the infield. It will be caught by Mayak for out number 3 as Wisconsin Rapids puts up a run in the bottom of the second. Rapids leads 1-0 over Stevens Point heading into the third inning. We'll take a quick break and be right back with the top of the third right after this here on Zaleski Sports.
Bauer & Fine Business Technologies is your complete office technology solution. For 60 years, Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been serving school districts, municipalities, counties, religious organizations, and businesses in Wisconsin and beyond. Visit b-bt.com and let Bauer & Fine Business Technologies be your complete office technology solution. That's b-bt.com.
Keep moving ahead with the summer tire event at Sherrill Tire and Service Center through July 2nd. Up to $150 in rebates on Goodyear tires with a Goodyear credit card subject to credit approval. The summer tire event at Sherrill Tire. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Are called misprints. They are errors on the part of the sports card company that printed them.
Welcome back, everyone, as we get set to start the top of the third inning as the Wisconsin Rapids Rangers lead the Stevens Point Sixers 1-0. After Rapids scored a run off a sequence that included 2 errors from Stevens Point, as one was Mayak trying to make the throw to catch Whiffley at second, can't do it, and the throw over to third also errand, and Whiffley goes home. This one hit over to third, throw to first is in time for out number 1. So it's out number 1. It was Nolan Thalaker leading off and grounding out for Stevens Point.
The shortstop, number 7, Gavin Shabilsky.
That'll bring up at number 9 in the order the shortstop, Gavin Shabilsky. That one grounded into the gap out in right field, and Shabilsky will be safe at first. He'll have a single for the Sixers, as that is the Sixers' first hit of the night as well. And that takes us back to the top of the order with center fielder Bennett Klisch. Klisch grounded out his first at-bat back in the first inning, as he's got a runner at first and 1 out. First pitch is low and away for ball 1.
Sometimes I think some of these pitchers give too much attention to the base runners, and then they lose their focus.
So 1-0 the count to Klisch. Runner at first and 1 out. As it's Byer on the pitch. That one swung on, popped up into the infield over between first and second, and that is out number 2. As Klisch pops out second base. That brings up at number 2 in the order, catcher Isaac Sikosh. As Sikosh grounded out his first at-bat, and pitch 1 is a ball to Sikosh. So 1-0 the count with 2 outs and a runner at first to Isaac Sikosh. Pitch on the way. Runner stealing second. Throw to second is off. And an error there for Wisconsin Rapids is going to send Sikosh all the way to third, and that gets by. That was almost identical to the play that Wisconsin Rapids scored on, although Wisconsin Rapids able to get on on the throw over to third. As it'll be Shabilsky heading all the way over to third off the error on the throw from Novak. So it's still Seakosh facing the 2-0 count and now 2-1 count, as that pitch was a strike to Seakosh. So runner in scoring position at third, and that is strike 2, evens up the count at 2-2 to Isaac Seakosh. So 2 outs with the runner at third base. Isaac Seakosh at the plate. It's Byer on the mound. The pitch, and that one swung on, hit in the gap in center field, and that will score a run. So it's Isaac Seakosh with the base hit out into center with the RBI. So both runs scored by each team here could definitely be attributed to errors on an attempted steal to second. And that brings up Isaiah Christensen, the designated hitter for Stevens Point. Christensen struck out swinging his first at-bat, as the check over to first is not in time, and Seakosh is safe at first base. Christensen back in the box, and the pitch from Byer on the way, and a big swing and a miss from Christensen there, as he clearly wanted all of that one. It's 0-1 the count now to Christensen. Runner at first with 2 outs. Again, it's Tyler Byer on the mound for the Rangers. As Byer sets, throws, and runner stealing second once again. The throw way high to second. And Seakosh thought about going to third, comes back to second, is lucky just in time back there to second. But another infielding error there from the Rangers. We've seen a couple of those from both teams here tonight. And it has been from the catchers on each side tonight as well, on the throw over to second. As that one swung on and chipped back for a foul, and strike number 2 to Christensen. Quickly 0-2 in the count. So it's Seakosh at second now for the Sixers. Byer looks over at second couple times, now throws, and that one low and away for ball 1. 1-2 the count now to Christensen. Runner at second and 2 outs here in the top of the third inning. Game tied at 1 apiece. As Byer throws, and a swing and a miss from Christensen, who strikes out again. And that is out number 3 here in the top of the third. So that does it for the top of the third inning. The Sixers put up a run. They put up a run, tied up at 1-1, as we'll take a quick break and be right back with the bottom of the third right after this here on Zaleski Sports.
Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chili, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement.
From first contact at Dental Clinic of Marshfield, their dentists are committed to your individual attention and strive to provide personalized oral health care. They work hard to create the ultimate stress-free and comfortable dental experience. It is their mission to educate and provide the patients with the best dental care in Central Wisconsin. Whether you're looking for information on implants, teeth whitening, crowns, orthodontics, dentures, or any dental service, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has it for you. You can book your appointment online at dentalclinicofmarshfield.com or give them a call at one of their 3 locations in Marshfield, Stratford, or Neillsville today.
Welcome back, everyone, as we get set to start the bottom of the 3rd inning here on Zaleski Sports, as it is tied up at 1-1. Wisconsin Rapids put up the run in the bottom of the 2nd, and the Sixers put up their run back in the top of the 3rd. And leading off for Wisconsin Rapids will be Zach Novak. And pitch 1 is a strike to Novak. Novak's first at-bat of the night. 0-1 to Novak. Pitch on the way and a swing and a miss. On that one, 0-2 the count now quickly to Zach Novak. And it's still Mack on the mound for the Sixers. Pitch on the way. That one swung on and fouled off. So Novak staying alive in the count. Oh, to the count. No outs, nobody on. 1-1 the score. And he swings on that one. Kind of a duck swing. Of a dodging swing there, as that'll be a ground out for Novak on that one. As he swung on a pitch that was inside. It was a little bit of an awkward looking swing. Results in a ground out for Novak there. And that brings up at number 9 in the order, right fielder Cole Laddick. Pitch on the way. He swings and fouls that one off and out of play, out into the right field area. It's 0-1 the count to Laddick. That one high and away for ball 1. So 1-1 the count now. 1 out. Nobody on for the Rangers. So Mayak on the pitch. And that one swung and fouled off down the third baseline for strike number 2. So 1-2 the count now to Cole Laddick. So in case you missed it last night, the Milwaukee Bucks evened up the NBA Finals series with the Phoenix Suns 2-2, as that's a big swing and a miss from Laddick there on a low pitch for out number 2. And Mayek's third strikeout of the day. And that'll take us to the top of the order with Austin Juneman. Juneman reached on an error his first at-bat. And Chris Middleton putting up 40 points for the Bucks last night, along with Giannis Antetokounmpo's 26, leading the Bucks to the Game 4 win. They'll head back to Phoenix for Game 5 on Saturday, as that's strike 1 to Juneman. That one low and away for ball 1. 1-1 the count to Juneman. Pitch from Mayak on the way. That one swung on and missed by Juneman there. 1-2 the count now. So Mayak looks for his 4th strikeout of the night. And that one fouled off as Juneman staying alive in the count. Two outs and nobody on. 1-2 the count to Juneman. And that one low for ball 2. Evens up the count at 2-2. 2 outs and nobody on base for Judeman. And he swings and misses on that one for out number 3 and strikeout number 4 for Caden Mayick. And that'll do it for the 3rd inning. The Rangers go scoreless in the 3rd. And we head into the top of the 4th, tied at 1-1. We'll take a quick break and be right back with the 4th inning right after this here on Zaleski Sports.
I had an employee at once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business, and I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and the Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Welcome back, everybody, as we get set to start the top of the 4th inning. It'll be the Stevens Point Sixers at the plate. And it's still Tyler Byer out on the mound for the Wisconsin Rapids Rangers, as we're tied at 1-1 as the Rangers go scoreless in the bottom of the 3rd. They go 3 up and 3 down in the bottom of the 3rd. It was Novak with the ground out, Laddick with a strikeout, and Juneman with the strikeout. So Caden Mayick, pitcher for the Sixers, with 4 strikeouts here today. Tyler Byer with 2 thus far through 3 innings for the Wisconsin Rapids Rangers. And leading off for the Sixers is Cade Conzel, the left fielder. And pitch 1 is a strike to Conzel. Conzel popped out to center field, his first at bat, back in the 2nd inning rather. That one high for ball 1. 1-1 the count to Conzel. Pitch on the way as Conzel checks his swing there. That one low and outside for ball 2. 2-1 the count to Cade Conzel from Byer, and a swing and a miss there from Conzel. Looks like he didn't go all the way through with this swing there, but clearly a swing, as another swing and a miss as it's off the glove and Conzel out. On the swing and the miss for out number 1 here in the top of the 4th. That'll bring us to the number 5 spot in the order with right fielder Ben Racek. Racek, the left-handed batter. Pitch from Byer on the way. That one low but good for strike number 1. So 0-1 the count to Racek. Pitch on the way. That one grounded over to Byer on the mound, and the easy throw to first as it's 2 up and 2 down here quickly in the top of the 4th. As Racek grounds out. And that'll bring up first baseman Evan Tuskowski. Tuskowski was walked his first at-bat in the 2nd inning, as that one's a strike to Tuskowski. 0-1 the count to Tuskowski. 2 outs and nobody on. That's a big swing, and that one popped up into shallow left field, and it will not be caught, so a miscommunication there out in left field. as there was a miscommunication there between Caden Sengbush and Austin Juneman as to who is going to grab that one. So Tuskowski will reach first on the air. So we'll count that as the hit. That brings us to number 7 in the order, Colby Hintz, third baseman. 1-0 the count quickly to Hintz. Pitch from Byer on the way, and a swing and a miss that gets by the catcher, and Tuskowski will head over to second. And it's quickly 1-1 to Colby Hintz. Byer throws, and that one swung on, grounded over to short. The throw to first is off the target, off the mark, and the Sixers will score a run off the air once again. As it's Tuskowski coming all the way home. So with the miscommunication out in left field, giving Tuskowski the hit, and now the off-target throw over to first results in a Sixers run, so the Sixers up 2-1 now. As Hintz will reach all the way over to second. That'll bring up Nolan Thalacker, the second baseman, hitting out of the 8th spot rather. And pitch one is high for ball one. So 1-0 the count. Really the story of these runs scored by both sides in this game is the story of errors and misplays out in the outfield as well. As that is strike one to Thalacker. 1-1 the count now to Nolan Thalacker. Byer on the mound, and the pitch is in there for strike number 2. 1-2 the count now to Thalacker. So the 1-2 count with the runner at second and 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Sixers lead the Rangers 2-1. And a time out on the field as Thalacker steps back into the box, gets set to go, and he faces the 1-2 count. And that one low and away for ball number 2. It evens up the count at 2-2. So the 2-2 count to Thalacker. Pitch on the way. That one low and away for ball number 3. And the count runs full to Nolan Thalacker. So the full count with the runner at second. And 2 outs to Thalacker at the plate for Stevens Point. Byer pitches, and that is good for strike number 3 as Thalacker is caught looking as the Sixers put up a run off the air, and they go up 2-1 after 3.5 innings of play. So we'll take a quick break and be right back with the bottom of the fourth right after this here on Zaleski Sports.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great childcare you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Welcome back, everyone, as we get set to start the bottom of the fourth inning. The Stevens Point Sixers lead the Wisconsin Rapids Rangers 2-1 in 3.5 innings of play. So again, the story of this game thus far has been some of the fielding errors from both sides, leading to runs for both sides as well. As all 3 runs scored in this game at least has a little bit to do with an error on a play before the run, as the run was scored, or before the run was scored. And leading off for Wisconsin Rapids is Ryan Suring. And pitch 1 is a strike to Suring. Suring grounded out on a double play his first at bat. And pitch 2 is a strike, or a ball rather. 1-1 the count. One the count to Suring. Pitch on the way. That one swung on, grounded over to short. And the throw to first is on target and in time for out number 1. That brings up number 3 in the order, pitcher Tyler Beyer. Beyer was hit by a pitch his first at bat. Pitch on the way. That one swung on, hit out right to second base for out number 2. So quickly 2 up and 2 down for the Rangers. That brings up number 4 in the order, shortstop Caden Sengbush.
Shortstop, Caden Sengbush.
Sengbush struck out swinging his first at bat, and he swings and misses on the first pitch there. 0-1 the count to Sengbush. Pitch from Mayak on the way. And that one grounded over to short, so it'll be a long throw, and it is made in time at first. So it's 3 up and 3 down for the Wisconsin Rapids Rangers. As the score stays the same, Stevens Point leads 2-1 heading into the 5th inning of play. We'll take a quick break and be right back after this here on Zaleski Sports.
Really got to understand what what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And you know, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has, you know, my best interest in mind, always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier. Treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Welcome back, everybody, as we get set to start the top of the 5th inning. And it'll be Stevens Point up to bat. And leading off for the Sixers will be Gavin Shabilsky. Shabilsky had a base hit in his first at-bat back in the third.
Leading off the Sixers' fifth inning, the shortstop, Gavin Shabilsky.
It's Byer on the mound for Rapids. First pitch is outside for ball one. Pitch on the way. That one inside for ball two. And again, as we mentioned, the Milwaukee Bucks evening up the NBA Finals series against the Phoenix Suns 2-2. It's the first Bucks Finals appearance since 1974. 47 years as that one's fouled off for strike one. If the Bucks were to win the finals, it'd be their first finals victory since their one and only title in 1971. So 47 and 50-year wait for the Milwaukee Bucks. That one's outside for ball three. 3-1 the count to Shabilsky. Again, as the Bucks will head to Phoenix on Saturday for Game 5. That one swung on and fouled off and out of play over in the right field area. And that evens up the count, or rather 3-2, full count now to Shabilsky. So full count to Shabilsky. Pitch on the way. That one outside for ball four. As Shabilsky is walked. And that'll take us back to the top of the order. Take us back to the top of the order with Bennett Klish. Klish, the center fielder for Stevens Point. Klish 0 for 2 on the day. He grounded out his first at-bat and popped out his second at-bat. Pitch on the way. That one good for strike one. Klish hasn't seen more than one pitch on each of his first two at-bats. Swinging early thus far today. As Shabilsky is safe over at first. That's Byer. And Byer checks him over at first once again, and he is safe once again, is Shabilsky over at first base. As it's Klish facing the 0-1 count. Pitch on the way. That one swung on right to Byer at the mound, and he gets the double play at first as well. So it'd be a 1-3 double play there, as some quick reflexes there by Byer to snatch that, and then the heady play to send it over to first for the double play.
Isaac Seacosh.
So 2 outs now for Isaac Seacosh, the catcher. As pitch one is a strike to Seacosh. Seacosh is 1 for 2 on the day. He struck out his first at bat and singled his second. And that one's ball one. 1-1 the count to Seacosh. 1-1 count, 2 outs, nobody on. And he swings, hits that one out into the gap, into left field. And that'll be another base hit for Isaac Seacosh. That'll bring us to the number 3 spot in the order with designated hitter Isaiah Christensen. Christensen is 0 for 2, struck out swinging both of his first 2 at-bats. So in a couple of his swings, he's looked like he's trying to send it out to the water park out there in left field. As there's 2 outs, runner at first to Christensen. And that one hits the outside corner for strike number 1. As Bayer sets. And Christensen showing bunt. And he will bunt with 2 outs. And he will have the bunt, but Seakosh is caught in the middle of second and third and is going to be out. So Seakosh gets himself into the pickle. Not sure what the thought process was on that one, but Seakosh tried to go to third, got stuck in the middle, and is tagged out for out number 3. So no runs scored here in the top of the 5th. Stevens Point still leads 2-1 heading into the bottom of the 5th inning. We'll take a quick break and be right back after this here on Zaleski Sports.
Roof Tech LLC specializes in commercial roof coatings and spray foam. Roof Tech also services the entire state of Wisconsin. That's right, from La Crosse to Milwaukee, Eau Claire to Green Bay, Superior, Marshfield, Kenosha, Madison, Sheboygan, and everywhere in between. Roof Tech uses superior systems that can fully restore just about any roof in Wisconsin. Roof Tech is offering modern solutions for your roof's data dilemmas. See Roof Tech online at rooftechllc.com or Roof Tech LLC on Facebook.
Valley Communities Credit Union wants you to know that buying a home has never been easier.
With mortgage rates as low as 2.49% APR, financing your home has never been more affordable.
With Valley Communities Credit Union, we have low closing costs, local servicing, and underwriting.
We will make it simple and secure from beginning to end.
Call, click, or visit one of our 5 locations
and let our team show you why membership matters at VCCU.
Welcome back, everybody, as we get set to start the bottom of the 5th inning. But first, we'll hear from our friends over at Fleet Farm. If you like Fleet Farm, you've got to sign up for Fleet Rewards. You earn points to save even more on things that you already buy. Plus, it's free to sign up, and there's no credit card required. Start earning points today with Fleet Rewards. Fleet Farm, proudly serving the Midwest since 1955. Leading off for Wisconsin Rapids is Jake Whiffley. And a big swing and a miss from Whiffley on the first pitch there. 0-1 the count to Whiffley. He had a base hit his first at-bat. And he swings on that one, fouls it off. Quickly 0-2 the count to Whiffley. Pitch from Mayak on the way. That one inside and high. Whiffley ducks out of the way. 1-2 the count now. That one outside and low for ball 2. Count evens up at 2-2 to Whiffley. Pitch on the way, and a swing, and that one is fouled back. Whiffley gets just a little bit of ball on that one and stays alive in the count. 2-2 still to Jake Whiffley. And that one inside for ball 3. The count runs full now to Whiffley. Started out 0-2, now 3 straight balls thrown by Mayak. 3-2 count. That one swung on, hit out into right field, and it will be out number 1. As Whiffley pops out to right. And that'll take us to number 6 in the order with Jacob Dekarski, the first baseman. Dekarski struck out looking his first at-bat. back in the second inning. As he faces one out with nobody on here in the bottom of the fifth. Pitch from Mayak on the way. That one swung on, hit out into the gap, into center field, and Tokarski is going to have a base hit. So Tokarski with the base hit on the first pitch, and that'll bring up Ashton Potter, the third baseman.
Third baseman, Ashton Potter.
Potter popped out in the infield, his first at-bat in the second inning, and checks his swing there for ball one. That one on the inside corner for strike one. Count even at 1-1 now to Potter. 1-1 count, runner at first and one out. That one swung on, hit out in, almost in the gap, but the play is made and out at first. What a play there by second baseman Nolan Thalacker for the Sixers. So he makes the diving play to get the ground ball and then makes the throw over to first. So Potter grounds out. That looked like it was going to make it through the gap. But Thalacker says nope, and that is out number two. Tokarski does advance to second, though, and that brings up Zach Novak. First pitch is a ball to Novak. Novak catching tonight for Wisconsin Rapids, and he swings on that one, chips it back for a foul and strike one. Evens up the count at 1-1. So 1-1 the count. Runner at second with two outs here to Zach Novak. Pitch on the way. That one high and outside for ball two. Mayak on the pitch. That one high for ball three. 3-1 the count now to Potter. Novak, rather. Again, runner at second and two outs. And that one is called strike. As the count runs full to Zach Novak. Pitch on the way. That one swung on, hit out to second, and the play is made by Thalacker for out number three. So the Rangers go scoreless here in the fifth inning, and the score stays 2-1. Stevens Point leads heading into the sixth. We'll take a quick break and be right back with the sixth inning right after this here on Zaleski Sports.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
Welcome back, everybody, as we get set to start the top of the sixth. But first, we'll hear from our friends over at Draxler Transport. Draxler has flatbed driving opportunities that pay you a 5 cents per mile premium over van. At Draxler Transport, drivers are always home for their requested time off. Draxler Transport is a family-oriented company that treats you like family. Visit DraxlerTransport.com to apply today. We'll also hear from our friends at Spectrum Benefit. Spectrum Benefit Solutions, with offices throughout central Wisconsin. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with businesses of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. If you're watching this broadcast, you are eligible for lower cost health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started. Big thanks to all of our sponsors, including Spectrum Benefit and Draxler Transport. And leading off for Stevens Point is left fielder Cade Conzel. Conzel 0 for 2 on the day. He popped out his first at-bat and struck out swinging his second. And the first pitch is a strike to Conzel. So the Sixers up 2-1 here in the sixth. 0-1 the count to Conzel. That one inside for ball one. Pitch from Byer on the way. That one low and outside for ball two. 2-1 the count. Pitch on the way. That one swung on, popped up in to right center. It'll be a tough catch, and it is made out in right field by Cole Laddick. As looked like it might have been a little misjudged. He had to reach all the way back behind him to somehow snag that one out of the air. Nonetheless, it's out number one here in the top of the sixth. And that brings up right fielder Ben Racek. Pitch on the way. And that is strike number one to Racek. Racek grounded out his last at-bat. Oh, 0-1 the count. 1 out, nobody on. As that is strike number two, so the count quickly 0-2 to Ben Racek. Byer on the pitch. And that one swung on, grounded just about into the gap, but not quite, out at first. So another great play over there at second, this time from the Rangers, as it's Jake Whiffley with the sliding grab and throw over to first. So 2 up and 2 down here in the sixth inning with two straight impressive defensive plays from the Rangers, and that brings up Evan Teskowski as it's 0-1. Start out, Teskowski walked his first at-bat and had a base hit on his second at-bat. As pitch 2 is a ball. 1-1 the count now to Teskowski. And a swing and a miss there from Teskowski. 1-2 the count now, with no runners on and 2 outs here in the top of the sixth. And another big swing and a miss from Teskowski as he strikes out swinging, and it's 3 up and 3 down in the top of the sixth for Stevens Point. As we'll take a quick break and be right back with the bottom of the sixth right after this here on Zaleski Sports.
Weinbrenner Shoe Company has been manufacturing Thorogood footwear and developing careers right here in central Wisconsin for 130 years. And we are expanding. Weinbrenner offers on-the-job training, family-friendly hours, and a safe environment with unlimited growth potential. Join our team and produce some of the last made-in-USA footwear in the world. Learn more by visiting WeinbrennerUSA.com, an equal opportunity employer.
Welcome back, everybody, as we get set to start the bottom of the sixth inning. Stevens Point leads Wisconsin Rapids 2-1 heading into the bottom of the sixth. Before we get to there, we'll hear from our friends over at H&S. H&S Manufacturing in Marshfield is hiring. If you are a hard-working individual, then we need you. Do you want a solid company that offers top wages along with a very generous benefits package? Then check out our open positions at H&S. Our benefits include health, dental, life, and disability, plus 401k, cash bonuses, $2 shift bonus, and a substantial vacation plan that has you earning vacation from your very first day. We are looking for welders, painters, assemblers for both first and second shift. To apply online, Google us at H&S Manufacturing or log on to hsmfgco.com. Big thanks to our friends at H&S Manufacturing as the count quickly 1-0 to Cole Laddick leading off for the Rangers here in the 6th. And it's 2-0 the count now to Laddick. Laddick 0 for 1 on the day. He struck out swinging in his lone at-bat in the 3rd inning. And it's quickly 3-0. Quickly 3-0 to Laddick. And that one's a strike. 3-1 the count now to Laddick. That one low and outside as Laddick is walked. As he takes his base. And the Rangers get a base runner on with their first batter. And that brings us back to the top of the order with left fielder Austin Juneman. Juneman reached on an error, his first at-bat, and struck out swinging in his second. And that one bunted down, and the throw to first is not in time, as Juneman will have a base hit on the bunt down. We'll advance Laddick over to second, so a perfectly placed bunt down there by Juneman. Now we have runners at first and second for Ryan Searing, the center fielder. Searing 0 for 2 on the day with 2 groundouts as he bunts it down, and that one's going to be a pop-out. There as the infield was playing up there. And first baseman Evan Tyskowski easily able to come up and make that play for out number 1.
The pitcher, Tyler Byer.
And that brings up pitcher Tyler Byer. Byer was hit by a pitch and popped out in his 2 at-bats. As pitch 1 is a strike to Byer. 0-1 the count to Tyler Byer with runners at first and second. 1 out, and that one hits Byer again. In the arm again. Looked like it was a little higher than the elbow that time. The first pitch hit him in the elbow. So Byer hit by a pitch for the second time today. As the bases are now loaded for Wisconsin Rapids with the 4 spot in the lineup up to bat, Caden Sengbush, the shortstop. Sengbush 0 for 2 on the day. He struck out swinging in the 2nd inning and grounded out in the 4th, as we'll have a meeting on the mound for Stevens Point. That'll give us a chance to hear from our friends over at Valley Communities Credit Union. It's never too early to start teaching the value of saving. Your youngsters can learn today with a Valley Communities Credit Union Kids Club or Teen Saving Club membership. We make saving fun and easy with prizes for making deposits and getting good grades. Stop into one of our 5 locations in Mosinee, Croninwater, Marshfield, Stevens Point, and Wisconsin Rapids to open an account for your kids today at Valley Communities Credit Union.
Thank you to all of you who participated in 50-50.
Big thanks to our friends over at Valley Communities Credit Union, as it's Caden Sengbush up to bat. He swings on that one, grounds it over to second, and Rapids will have a run and a hit. As some indecisiveness there from the second baseman, Nolan Thalaker. He was looking to get an out somewhere else, but instead no out there, and we'll give them the hit for Singbush, as we're now tied up at 2-2, as it's Jake Whipfley up to bat. First pitch is a ball to Whipfley. That one hit out into the gap into left field, and another run for Wisconsin Rapids. It'll be 2 runs for the Rangers, as it's a base hit for Jake Whipfley. And 2 runs scored, so 2 RBIs there for Whipfley.
First baseman Jacob Dukarski.
So 3 runs scored here in the 6th for Wisconsin Rapids to take a 4-2 lead, as it's Jacob Dukarski up to bat now. As it's 2-0 the count. That's a swing and foul back for Dukarski. A 2-1 the count. Dukarski 1 for 2 on the day. He struck out looking in the 2nd inning and had a base hit in the 5th, as he faces the 2-1 count. That one low for ball 3. The 3-1 count now. That is strike 2. Count runs full to Dukarski. As Rapids has had 5 of their 6 batters this inning get on base. Hence why they have 3 runs, as that one is by the catcher. Doesn't matter. Ball 4, as Dukarski is walked. It's the 3rd walk of this inning for Mayak, as looks like that will be the end of Mayak's night. As Mayak gives up 4 runs and has 4 strikeouts in about 5 and 6 innings of play. And we'll take a quick break and be right back with the remainder of the 6th inning right after this here on Zaleski Sports.
Jason Zaleski here to tell you that Hewitt's Meat has you covered with simple, easy, and free home delivery. Residents of North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, and Wisconsin get free. That's right, free delivery on every order from Hewitt'sMeats.com. Choose from bratwurst, wieners, bacon, jerky, sausage, cheeses, ham, snack sticks, gift boxes, and even the popular grillers. With over 50 flavors of bratwurst, Hewitt's Meat with free delivery will please your entire family. Visit the store in Tomahawk, Marshfield, or Hewitt's Meat on Facebook today. Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and 0 premium company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood. Citizens State Bank of Loyal is your independently owned community bank with locations just a short drive or walk from where you work and live. Citizens State Bank of Loyal invites you to a banking relationship that will always put you first. Personal, business, and agricultural services provided by people that live just across town and around the corner. At Citizens State Bank of Loyal, we pride ourselves in our involvement in the communities we serve. See us today in Neillsville, Marshfield, Spencer, Granton, and Loyal. Citizens State Bank of Loyal, an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Get a jump start on college or speed up your degree with a transferable class from Mid-State Technical College this summer. There are 130 classes to choose from, online or in person, taught by instructors who are experts in their field. Get info on the Mid-State Technical College summer classes at mstc.edu.
Welcome back, everybody, as we get set to resume the bottom of the 6th here, as Wisconsin Rapids has put up 3 runs here in the 6th. And it's a pitching change for the Stevens Point Sixers. It'll be Isaiah Christensen coming in to relieve Caden Mayak. Christensen was the designated hitter to start off tonight. Now he will get the spot on the mound for Stevens Point, and he will come in with the bases loaded and 1 out. Bases loaded and 1 out as leading off up to bat for Wisconsin Rapids will be Ashton Potter. Potter 0 for 2 on the day. He popped out his first at bat and grounded out his second.
Third baseman Ashton Potter.
Christensen's first pitch on the way. That one high and away for ball 1. So 1-0 the count to Potter. Bases loaded, 1 out. That one high for ball 2. Christensen on the pitch. That one swung on and fouled back by Potter for strike 1. 2-1 the count now to Potter. Pitch on the way. That one swung on and fouled back once again. As the count evens up at 2-2. Pitch on the way. That one low and in the dirt for ball 3, and the count runs full to Ashton Potter. Christensen the wind and the pitch, and a check swing from Potter, and that is ball 4. So another run will score for Wisconsin Rapids. That's 4 now here in the 6th. They had just 1 run through the first 5. 4 here in the 6th inning. As it's Sengbush crossing home plate. And the base is still loaded. It's the 4th walk of the inning. And that brings up Zach Novak. And first pitch is a strike to Novak. Novak 0 for 2 on the day. He grounded out in inning number 3 and popped out in the 5th inning. That one swung on, fouled back, and it's quickly 0-2 to Novak. As Wisconsin Rapids has gone through their entire order here in the 6th. That one swung on, fouled off again. Novak staying alive in the count. Christensen on the pitch, and a swing and a miss. Nope, they say he got a bit of the ball there. So still 0-2 the count to Novak. And Novak gets a piece of that one once again. So just staying alive. And the count is Zach Novak. And bases loaded with just 1 out here in the 6th. 0-2 count to Novak. And a swing and a miss on an outside pitch there for out number 2 as Novak strikes out swinging. for out number 2, and that brings us back to Cole Laddick, who started off this inning. And pitch 1 is a strike. It's 0-1 to Laddick. Laddick struck out swinging. He hits that one out into deep center field, and it's caught for out number 3. As that is out number 3, that'll end the 6th inning. But the Rangers put up 4 runs here in the 6th. They go up 5-2 heading into the 7th. It'll be the last chance for Stevens Point here after we take a quick break, and we will be right back after this here on Zaleski Sports.
If you have a fear of overpaying, you have FOOP. But don't worry, switch to US Cellular and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G, plus no activation fees. So you can stream, capture, and post without FOOP. Switch and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G at US Cellular. Choose fair.
Northside Computers is Marshfield's U.S. Cellular store. Visit us on South Central Avenue in Marshfield for the latest Samsung, Apple, personal cellular devices, tablets, and more.
Welcome back, everybody, as we get set to start the top of the 7th. It'll be the Sixers' last chance trying to tie or take the lead here in the top of the 7th. But first, we'll hear from our friends over at Awards and More. Awards and More is your one-stop location for awards, plaques, trophies, embroidery, screen printing, and promotional products. Awards and More is also the proud sponsor of the Zaleski Sports Athlete of the Month. Visit Awards and More on Facebook to begin your next trophy order. Big thanks to our friends over at Awards and More. And leading off for the Stevens Point Sixers will be Kobe Hintz, as it's 7, 8, and 9 here in this inning for Stevens Point. Hintz grounded out his first at-bat and reached on an error on his second. That was back in the 4th. Hintz looked to get things started for the Sixers as the first pitch is outside for ball 1. Pitch on the way. That one low for ball 2. Two 2-0 the count. 2 Hintz.